Power Rangers go! There lies the key to the answer and the powers you will know. Power Rangers go! Power Rangers go! Power Rangers go! Okay, I'm Daniel.
And I'm Caleb.
And this is WolfPackATTAck! Rear! Okay, so in case you couldn't tell by the cover, this is Mighty-Morph-a-Thon number 10. I finally ran out of fingers, but Caleb has some.
But I only have 2 more.
That still won't work.
That's why I have toes.
Okay, and this is a review of Power Rangers Lost Galaxy. So, Power Rangers in Space was supposed to be the last season, but it got a lot of ratings and Saban didn't really have anything else better to do, so they're like, Power Rangers is back! The exact next year, not even a year later. Okay, so, in this season, the Earth creates a ship called the Terraventure! And pretty much it has, it's like a ship that they're going to slap a bunch of people into, send them to some other planet to colonize, because they don't want to deal with them, because overpopulation. You actually see Bulk and Professor Phononymous get on the ship, and then really quickly realize that they left Skull back on Earth. And it's actually because the guy who played Skull went to college, which is cool. So, we kind of like meet the people who are going to be Rangers, and they get transported to a planet called Miranoi, where they learn about the Quasar Sabers, and you know they grab them, it grants them power of Power Rangers. So you have Kai, who's the Blue Ranger, and he cooks, I guess. Then you have Damon, he's like a mechanic. You actually see him working on the ship from in space, because now it's in like a museum. It's weird, it's just like an Easter egg. Then you got Kendrix, who's just some like nerd girl on the ship. She was like a pilot or something. She like worked with computers and stuff. Then there's Maya, who's the Yellow Ranger. Did I mention Kendrix was pink? Well, she is. Anyway, Maya is the Yellow Ranger, and she actually lives on Miranoi. If you watch Sonic Boom, just imagine if Styx the Badger was a human. So, and then Mike is the Red Ranger. But then the Earth cracks, or well, not the Earth, Miranoi like gets a big crack in, he falls in and gives his sword to his little brother Leo, and he's the real Red Ranger. And I mean, he's cool, like he's like a generic Red Ranger in my opinion. Like he doesn't have much going for him. So, yeah. So in this season, the bad guys, there's Scorpio, who is like a weird like scorpion guy, and his daughter Trakina, who's like half scorpion, half human. And then, you know, like they have like their henchmen. And eventually they go into the Lost Galaxy where they start fighting Captain Mutiny, and he has like his own band of like pirate guys. It's really weird. Like the villains are pretty cool. I like Scorpio. So, then we eventually meet the Magnet Defender, who's like this big like knight. He's kind of like their help assistant guy, but he will fight the Rangers if he has to, because he has a goal. His son got killed by one of the bad guys, and it's like his goal is to kill that guy for killing his son. And once he does, we learn that Mike is the Magnet Defender, because the Magnet Defender was like a guy who got killed in that same chasm that Mike fell into, and he used Mike as kind of like a body to come back to life. And once Magnet Defender dies after killing the guy who killed the son's really confusing. But once he dies, Mike is able to control the powers of the Magnet Defender, and he starts helping out the Rangers. So, yeah, I mentioned that Bulk and Professor Phononymous are in the show, but there's like really no point, because they're in like maybe even 2 episodes. It's kind of a waste. My favorite episode is called Rescue Mission. It's such a good episode, and I really recommend watching that episode if you don't just watch the whole show. Because I highly recommend this show. This is very good, a very dark scene of Power Rangers. So, Eventually, we learn the Psycho Rangers come back, which was in Space. I can't remember if I mentioned them or not. They were like evil Power Rangers. And the In-Space Rangers come to help them. We get a big team-up episode, which becomes like an every season thing from now on. So they defeat all of them except Pink, which kind of goes on a rampage. And Kendrix actually has to sacrifice herself to kill the Pink Psycho Ranger. And they end up getting Corone from last season to become the new Pink Ranger. And I think that's really cool because it kind of deals with like her trying to redeem herself for all the bad things she did in Space. So that's pretty cool, and so the series finale is pretty good. I'm not going to spoil it this time. I'm going to spoil some of it, so if you don't want to spoil, don't watch past this point. But I highly recommend this season. It's very good. So in the season finale, literally from this point onward, I'll mention it when it happens, the Red Ranger just has to rip his shirt off for some reason. It's super weird. It starts in this season. It happens for a while. So, anyway, at the end, after like the final battle, I'm not going to spoil that, they actually land on Miranoi, and that's going to be the planet where they're going to live, which is just weird to me. And they put the Quasar Sabers back in the stone, they lose their Ranger powers, and that's the show. I mean, again, it's a pretty good season, and I highly recommend that you watch it. And Kendrix comes back once they do that, and like defeat all evil, she comes back to life, which is cool. So yeah, again, highly recommend the season. It's very good. Watch it. It's on Netflix. All seasons of Power Rangers are on Netflix. So, until next time, I'm Daniel.
Ew. And I'm Caleb.
This has been WolfPackATTACK. If you've watched Power Rangers Lost Galaxy and you want to tell me what you thought about it, you can just tell me in the comments, because I read them.
Yes, we both do.
And subscribe if you want to. You don't have to, I don't really care. And we'll see you next time.
Lost Galaxy Ranger Green.
Go Galaxy! Red!
Go Galaxy Green. Bye.
Bye.